Join us now, a Fargo North Spartan. She is Betsy Schiltz, joining us here, part of the 2024 North Dakota Optimists Volleyball Series player profile. And for you, Betsy, to get nominated to this all-star game in North Dakota on the volleyball side your senior year, what does it mean?
It means so much. I can't wait to play with some amazing volleyball players, and especially playing with some amazing volleyball. I remember going to these the last few years and just like watching the game and being in that atmosphere, and it's like amazing. And I just can't believe that I get to be on the court doing that.
And I know you're going to have a fellow Fargo North Spartan, even though she will be on the opposite team of yourself with Miss Berg there. But what does it mean with Coach Hummel, the program and company, to have not just one, but two Fargo North Spartans representing the program here in an all-star game like this?
Yeah, it's amazing. I can't wait to just see what Evie does over there. I'm jealous, obviously, because I loved having her passes last year. But I think it's a great, symbol of Fargo North, and that we're like coming and becoming a better program and stuff. So it's great.
From their favorite volleyball memory, what's a couple of them that stand out more so than the others?
That's a hard one, but I think definitely making it to state 2 seasons ago. Just getting on that bus with your friends and teammates, being treated well, staying in a hotel, like playing some great volleyball. It's got to be on the top. We'll never forget that.
Yeah, and able to kind of snap a little bit of a rut, if you will, for Fargo North, kind of breaking through that barrier, then doing better the next year as well, your senior year to get to state. And then on top of that, when you saw the rosters that came out, was there someone in particular that you're excited to, hang out with or practice with or have on your side of the net, so to speak, for a couple of days here?
So I got the opportunity to play with Caroline Pitts. She's on my team, and I think we have a really good setter-hitter connection, so I'm excited to see where that goes, and even off the court. So I'm excited to be able to play with her a few more games.
You're heading to Concordia, going to play collegiate volleyball there in the MIAC as well. What made the Cobbers just be the right fit for you, from the volleyball perspective and the college as well here, Betsy?
I just loved everything about it. Just going to the campus and going to see the coaches and meet some players, just felt like home. And it's a small town, but great campus and a good feeling that just made me know that it was the one.
And from Coach Hummel and some of your assistant coaches, what's something that you learned from them that you hope to take with you to that next level?
I think that what I learned most from her is just that it's the whole team or no one, and that you can't just play for yourself and you have to play for the team. And every team I've been on, and especially last year and the last couple of years of high school, I've just felt like family. So I just think that playing together and not as separate is what I learned.
And from that point of view, were you superstitious at all, Betsy, before you got to a volleyball match? Did you or the team have to do anything in particular before you got to that first serve?
I would say nothing special, but we need music. And us Northsiders would go get Chipotle before a lot of games. And something for me, I would have to chew a piece of gum before every game and then spit out before the actual game started, so during warm-ups.
Okay, so the gum, was it like the same kind? Was it like a mint flavor, or did you kind of mix it up a little bit?
Spearmint every time.
From there, Betsy, as you kind of take a look at the just game of volleyball, obviously you playing at the next level. So this is kind of a nice transition from the high school to the college game with some of the best players across the state. From the volleyball perspective, what are you hoping to gain as a volleyball player for a couple of days of practice and a couple of games in Bismarck and Fargo?
I'm just excited to play with different girls that I usually don't play with and get a connection. Sometimes it's nice just playing a game or a scrimmage just with some girls that out of town you'd have never met, and it's fun to just get to have that connection with everyone.
What's sweeter as a volleyball player, something defensive where you get a teammate or yourself, with a crazy back row up and keep something going, a block at the net, or is it more the offensive side, seeing someone, have a really good dump kill, or just someone that powers through a middle block and, able to get a kill? What's kind of better, the offense or defensive side when it comes to volleyball for you?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think honestly both, but now that I'm getting at higher levels and just playing more competitive volleyball, defense is pretty insane, and it's fun to see good passes and get them, especially from being a setter.
For you, Betsy, words of advice that you would like to pass down to the next generation for someone that might be an all-conference player or has a chance to, play at the next level or an all-star game like this. What would be some words of advice that you like to pass down for the next generation coming up?
I know everyone says it, but don't take anything for granted, especially like your senior year. Just take everything in, even things like team meals or locker rooms, anything, bus rides. I think it just goes way too fast. And I'm sitting here in denial that I'm a senior and done and moving on. So, yeah, just take everything slow.
Final thing for you, Betsy, favorite class that you had at Fargo North?
Oh, that's a hard one. Um, Probably I really enjoyed gym classes. Just being able to just be out and about, going outside. I don't know. I just loved interacting with people and stuff like that.
Yeah, and outside this year, Fargo North has that new track and field and soccer meet, so you got a nice little new area to kind of hang out with too, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Betsy, congratulations again on being nominated to the Optimist Volleyball Series, and best of luck moving forward at Concordia.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Part of the 2024 North Dakota Optimist Volleyball Series. Joining us from West Fargo, Sheyenne, she is Izzy Albrecht here. And Izzy, for you to get nominated to this particular All-Star game in North Dakota your senior year, what does it mean for you?
I'm really grateful to have the opportunity, and I'm just excited to kind of play one last time with some of like the best players in the state.
Take us through your favorite volleyball memory. Obviously, Sheyenne has been a hum in the last couple of years in a good direction, both in the East and across the state. What's a couple of memories that come to mind best for you, Izzy?
I would say winning state probably my junior year because it was a crazy environment. Like the game didn't get done till midnight. It was a 5-set game, and that was just a really special memory for me.
Yeah, take us through that. You had to sit and wait all day, then had to sit and wait all night. By the time you got going, it was a little after 10, it felt like, by the time you got to that first serve. What was that like as a player?
It was definitely like nerve-wracking all day, and you kind of just wanted the game to start, but it was all worth it in the end. So
For you, when you saw the roster that came out, they're splitting up teams, into red and team blue. Is there someone in particular you're excited to, have on your squad, or someone that you're excited to compete against coming up here in June?
Definitely Hannah Litzinger. She's a really great player and a really strong outside, so I'll be happy to have her on my team.
You're heading to North Dakota State for nursing coming up here in the fall. What made NDSU and nursing just be something you want to, go to and also learn a little bit more about?
I chose NDSU because I kind of wanted to stay close to home, and they do have a really good nursing program. And right now I work at Sanford as a nursing assistant, and that kind of made me fall in love with the career.
Favorite class when it comes to high school? What's the one or two classes that you enjoyed the most during your time at Sheyenne?
I would say I really liked sociology. That was very interesting to me. And I also really enjoyed AP Lang. It's a writing class, but I thought that class was fun.
Okay, take us through what AP Lang, you said writing. So what kind of writing or what do you kind of do in that particular class or subject?
It was just like writing essays, putting essays together, and like just I feel like it taught me a lot of useful information, especially going into college. So
And from there, were you superstitious at all, Izzy? Did the team or you as an individual have to do anything before you kind of got to a volleyball game or volleyball match?
we listened to the song Halo before every game, and also I'm not a huge superstitious person, but towards the end of the season, I started wearing my hair slicked back and curled the ponytail, and that's when we went on our winning streak. So maybe that.
A little bit there, and Coach Leah Newton and the coaching staff. What's something that you've learned from her and the staff, so to speak, that it's going to take with you once you get to college?
Definitely that hard work pays off, especially at like the beginning of my senior season. She kind of told us like this is going to be like a different path this year than it was last year, but we just need to put in like the work every day and it'll pay off, and that really showed.
And to represent West Fargo Cheyenne, that volleyball program has had a number of athletes in recent years able to participate in this particular event. What does it mean to continue that a little bit with you just from the Cheyenne volleyball program side here, Izzy?
It's really good just to see players like from our school getting nominated for this, and I hope it continues in the future.
And speaking of the future, if you could go back to your 14-year-old self or someone who's, wanting to be an all-conference player or someone to play in an all-state game like this, what would be some words of advice that you would pass down to the next generation coming up?
I definitely pass down just working hard, and I think keeping a great attitude is also very important in this game because it's a mentally challenging game, and keeping positive the whole time really is what gets you through it.
Final thing for you from a volleyball standpoint, is it sweeter to have a block at the net? Is it sweeter to have a good, dig in the back and maybe win a crazy point, finish one off with a kill? What's the one thing in volleyball that really gets you going as a player?
As a middle hitter, blocking's one of the main things. So I love a good block. That's probably one of my favorites. Getting a nice kill is good too, but blocking's probably my favorite.
Izzy, congratulations on being nominated here to the Optimist Volleyball Series, and best of luck at NDSU in the fall.
Thank you.
Part of our 2024 North Dakota Optimist player profile, Josie Jensen from Northern Cass joins us now. Part of the player profile brought to you in part by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. And for you, Josie, your senior year to get nominated to this particular event, what does it mean for you?
I mean, it's so cool to get to play with all these other amazing athletes from Class A and Class B and soon to be Double A, I guess. I'm just really excited to see what amazing talent kind of comes together, and just to play one last time, it'll be really fun.
Yeah, from there too, you get your teammate Ellie, and you get Angie there as well, your head coach. So what does that mean to kind of go out one more time with both a teammate like Ellie and your head coach with Angie Johnson?
It's really fun because it is competitive, but at the end of the day, it is just for fun. There's no title on the line or standing in place, but yeah, it's really exciting just to be coached by Angie one last time and play with Ellie one more time before she heads to Valley.
For you, when you saw the roster, and obviously there's a lot of talent, across the state of North Dakota, was there someone in particular that you're like, oh, it'd be fun to have you on my side of the net, so to speak, for a change?
Yeah, Ava Yonner. It'll be fun not to have to block against. She's so talented. She can put the ball down about anywhere on the court. So it'll be nice to have her on my team.
From there, you're heading to the University of North Dakota. What made UND the right choice, and what do you plan on studying once you get up to Grand Forks?
I wanted to be close to home, but not as close as Fargo. And then I know a few people that go there, and just seems like a really nice school. And then I'll be studying either biology or med lab sciences to hopefully go to PA school after that.
Safe to say a science class is one of your favorite classes at Northern Cass, and if so, what's one or two classes that you enjoyed the most?
Probably anatomy, just because the labs are always really fun. And then I actually enjoyed world history. Dual credit government was really fun, just to kind of figure out how everything works. And it always kind of got heated because we used to do debates and stuff like that.
On the volleyball court, you've had a tremendous success, obviously, as an individual and as a team at Northern Cass there, Josie. So what's a volleyball memory or two that kind of comes to mind that you kind of stands out over the rest?
I would say obviously winning state back-to-back was really cool. And then when Noelle Erickson used to play for us, we had to get kicked out of practice that season because we couldn't be serious. And so we had to go take a little reset. And that's probably one of my favorite memories.
From that standpoint, maybe more so from the coach's point of view, what's something that you learned from your coaches that you hope to take with you, so to speak, once you get to college? What's something that you learn from them that you hope to take with you, moving forward?
Control what you can control is something Angie always said, and it's definitely stuck with me through everything outside of volleyball. So that would definitely be the thing that comes to mind.
From there, superstitious, Josie, did you guys have to do anything particular before a match or anything for you as an individual?
I was never that person. I would think about things and oh, I don't have the right socks on, or but then I never let it bother me too much. I know some of my teammates had traditions, but I never really did.
Advice for future players that are coming up, that someone wants to be an all-state caliber player or playing an all-star game like this, Josie, what would be some words of advice that you would like to kind of pass down to that next generation?
Mistakes happen. Don't let it bother you too much. Don't overthink things. Trust yourself and how hard you work in practice, and then it'll show on the court.
For you here too, Josie, a little bit, what does it mean to represent? We kind of hit on it a little bit, but what does it mean to represent Northern Cass one more time? This kind of being the swan song, if you will, of high school. So what does it mean to represent the Jags one more time?
It's really cool. It's kind of like a little bonus run. Like state was obviously a great way to end, but now I get this like little extra push to finish the volleyball career, and it's great to represent Northern Cass. I mean, it's a great school, and I've loved my time here. So yeah, it's a really good experience.
For you, what are you looking forward to most? What have you kind of heard about maybe some from other players, or what are you looking to gain the most kind of with this experience, for 3, 4, or 5 days, a couple of games, a couple of practices, and just meeting new people? What are you looking forward to most about this event?
To just have fun and like get to know the athletes I've played against for so long. Not as an athlete, I guess, just to like know them as people.
Last thing for you, Josie, here from the volleyball standpoint, what's the best thing that a player can do from a volleyball standpoint? Is it a block? Is it a kill? Is it an ace? What's the one thing that you enjoyed the most when you had an opportunity to kind of, put a game away, if you will?
There's nothing better than having a super long rally and then your like teammate gets a kill. But it's even better the next point after that super long rally when your teammate gets an ace to kind of just like, oh, thank God I don't have to do this one.
Josie, congratulations on a tremendous career and best of luck at UND coming up in the fall.
Thank you so much.
Part of the 2024 North Dakota Optimists Volleyball Series from Fargo Davies. She is Cayla Seiler joining us here. And Cayla, your senior year, what does it mean to get nominated to an all-star game like this in North Dakota?
It really just means a lot to me. I feel honored to be on this team and to be able to showcase my skills one last time to the North Dakota audience. So
when you kind of saw the roster that officially came out and Team Red versus Team Blue, was there someone that you're excited to get to know, or someone that you're excited to kind of, play against or with, so to speak, on your side of the net once you kind of get to June?
On Team Red, I know that I'm playing with Evie Berg and both McKenna Nold, and I'm so excited to play with them. I've played with them for years, back to even my early days of volleyball. So I'm excited to be able to play with them once again.
And then as you kind of take a look back at your favorite volleyball memory that comes to mind, what's one or two in particular that kind of stands out more so than the others?
I'd have to say my top memories are both our Halloween practices at Davies and also being in the locker room before our state volleyball games, the girls just kind of dancing, having fun.
Take us through your decision to go to Concordia. You're going to compete there in track and field, but also alongside with volleyball. What, from the academic point of view and the athletic point of view, made Concordia the right fit for you here, Cayla?
Concordia is super fun. They're super known for their both academic and athletics. They may be D3, but I'm excited to stay close to home and be able to compete once again in both my sports.
And for some people that maybe haven't watched you participate in track and field, what are some of the events that you hope to participate once you get to Concordia?
I will be participating in both triple jump and javelin are my main events.
Superstitious at all as a team in volleyball or as a player? Did you have to do anything before you got to an opening serve?
I'm not very superstitious. I mean, I have a select playlist that I listened to before, but no certain order, no certain song that gets me going. I like to have a smoothie before a game, just something light and easy and quick, but really nothing that stands out in the superstitious aspect.
Favorite class at Fargo Davies? What was a class or two that you enjoyed the most?
Personally, I'd have to say my junior year history class, my modern U.S. history. The teacher just made it so fun, and I'm so excited to be able to take my history knowledge to Concordia, even though I won't be studying history. So
take us through again what you plan on studying once you get to Cobberville.
I will be studying chemistry with an emphasis on pre-dentistry. I'm going to go the scientific route, and if my mind changes on dentistry, I have a lot of opportunity to switch my pre-emphasis. So
yeah, you got a lot of different avenues to kind of go at that route. What's one thing that you kind of learned from your coaches playing sports that you hope to take with you, kind of to that next level?
Outside of volleyball, I really think they've just taught me to be a better person overall. I feel very well given to be able to really bond with them on a more personal level. I feel that their aspects of life really have changed my view on how I will spend the next couple of years of my life. So.
And what does it mean, Fargo Davies? There's been a lot of really good volleyball players that have came through that program and have opportunities to play in, this particular all-star game. What does it mean to be kind of the next one, so to speak, for you here, Cayla?
I hope to set my program up for success, and hopefully that being on this all-star series will give the girls that are coming through Davies a more availability to be on this series as well. And I'm hoping it'll push them to work harder and be more open to working.
And from that standpoint, as you are going to play volleyball at the next level, from that standpoint, what do you hope to take as a player competing against some of the best in North Dakota, for over a week, whether it's practices or a couple of volleyball matches?
I hope to really just gain more, I don't even know what to say, but more knowledge on the sport through playing with these girls. I feel like a lot of them have very good knowledge about the game of volleyball. And so if I can take what they know and put it towards my college career, that'd be super beneficial for me going in. So.
Last thing, words of advice for that next generation that's coming up, someone who wants to be an all-conference player or play, at the next level or play in an all-star game like this. What would be some words of advice that you'd like to pass down to that next generation coming up, Cayla?
I just tell them to keep working hard, be coachable, listen to what your coaches have to say, because honestly, they probably know a lot more than you do. So just be able to take criticism and use it to fuel you throughout your next couple years. So.
Cayla, congratulations again on being nominated to the Optimist Volleyball Series, and best of luck once again to Concordia.
Thank you.